Hello again, today is the 18th of April and I'm just trying to upload the bloopers. It's really late. I think it's 1:30 I am right now. So I usually go to sleep pretty late, so it's not too bad for me. But I've been trying to upload these bloopers so that I can finally have it over with, because I have an essay due in 3 days and I should be already doing that instead of doing bloopers, but you know, it's alright. It took me pretty much the whole day. I'm sure that if you're more skilled in editing, it takes some less time, because the whole video is only 5 minutes long, so it shouldn't be taking me so much time, but I don't usually specialize in this, so yeah, I just feel pretty gross with, you know, oily hair and that kind of things. So, which brings me to, I really wonder when I'm gonna edit this video, because I mean, it's not gonna be before I finish my essays, right? I think what really worked for me in this particular thing was the sound editing. Initially I really wanted to have a lot of different sounds, and I had kind of ideas and I had some ideas of how I want the sound to be in the video. However, what I ended up doing is because of copyright issues, obviously I don't want to take copyrighted music and put it there, because if I upload it to YouTube or anywhere, then it's gonna be immediately striked, and that's what happened to my previous video, which I was doing actually, which was basically me and my friend, we did this fake eternity commercial. We used the same music which they used in the advert, which didn't work out for YouTube because obviously immediately the video got striked. I still haven't done anything with it, you know, I'm not monetized on YouTube or anything, so it doesn't really matter to me at this point. But obviously I wouldn't want to get any strikes anyway, because, you know, why would you want to? Therefore, I decided to just go to the library which YouTube has, with free music, free audio, that kind of things. You know, actually, there's so many files on the internet, you don't even have to go there, but I just thought, out of convenience, that was kind of the place where I wanted to go. And I basically took the first sound which I found there, the first music file which they had, and it works pretty well. And what I actually did is, instead of putting, you know, 5 different sound effects, I played with use of sound and lack of it. So basically, for the impact, I would be, you know, cutting sound at certain places instead of putting more things in, which obviously simplified the job for me immensely, because I don't know how long I would be sitting here if I try to do it with multiple sounds. Another thing which I did is I just put simple white credits. I put everybody who appeared there in order of appearance, and then I put myself as editor at the end. Hopefully that doesn't seem too weird. Like I'm not trying to skip anybody on purpose, you know what I mean? And obviously the credits for the real thing will be really precise, and I'm honestly, like, if you contributed whichever way to making this film, I will try to put you in there. I don't know why I started talking suddenly directly to people being involved in the project, but hey, if you're watching this, you're gonna be credited on the real thing, but maybe not in bloopers. I think what I'm gonna do is basically later on, if I like talk to other people and they say that yeah, you probably should have everybody credited, I'm just gonna put them in the description. I pretty much just stuck to white fonts, except for because there's a bloopers for the film called Very Patriotic, right? So I had bloopers written in white, and then there's a crow saying very patriotic in red, which I thought was pretty cool because actually, for those who know me, I'm Polish, so when you put white and then red underneath it, that's a Polish flag. So I made this little, fake Polish flag out of the intro, I guess. The way I edited it is I kind of wrote to myself a little list of different themes, if you wish. I photos in the video, and I was kind of trying to give certain flow to the whole video. So for example, I like the idea of starting and finishing with a video clip. So actually after credits you get another blooper, and before you get a title page you get one blooper before that. This is a fun thing. Actually, we were shooting at Westminster, and you know when we were shooting at Westminster, I think it was exactly 8 days before the attack on Westminster, when a couple of people died. So sorry for going off topic, but it's just interesting for me because basically it's an interesting situation because you don't know when, like, the guy who did it was actually, you had to plan something like this. So he could have been somewhere in the background of our shots. It's a crazy thought, and probably it's not the case, but it's really creepy to think so. And I just cut the video so that it's easier for editing if I edit later on. I don't know, maybe not. Not all transitions worked. Some were slightly shady, but it's just, well, obviously I want the best quality possible, but it is just bloopers. Like, I really wish I had so much time to actually edit this properly, but I already spent like 3 days trying to edit this, so I think it's enough. The problem was that, again, we had almost 200 different shots, so I had to go through the whole thing to pick out first the shots which I thought were funny, and then I had to go through all the shots which I thought were funny and trim them a bit so that I have just left with the part which I thought was funny. And then I had to make a list, or like semi-list, of everything which I had there, and then put them in some sort of order. So I think planning actually took more time than editing. Last time, I think, when I edited something was maybe around a year ago, and I only started taking care of editing properly in a professional program such as Premiere maybe 2 years ago or something. So you can imagine that I haven't edited too many things in my life because I never properly learned the program from start to finish. I always have to kind of go through the whole thing and search for it. I found this really good video, actually. Maybe I will link it in the description below, of a guy kind of describing the presets which are best for YouTube. I mean, not all presets, but like the preset which I think he uses when he uploads for YouTube, which is really helpful. Basically what I'm trying to get at is that with enough patience and logic you can kind of get around the whole editing process itself and figure out different options because they're labeled, so you just need to click a couple of things which sound about right and figure out which one does exactly the thing which you are looking for. But with bloody presets at the end, when you try to export a video, I have no bloody clue what they mean, like H256, but overall, hopefully it's all running smoothly. I don't know how long it will take though to export, because I started exporting it at 1:30, and I may be staying here for half an hour already. But to my defense, or to the defense of Premiere actually, I kind of put it in HD, like the highest res I could, and I might have gone a bit crazy with the bitrate. Not like, you know, insanely crazy, you know, putting everything up to, you know, 100 or whatever it says there, but nevertheless it was slightly crazy. But yeah, hopefully, well, because I'm just uploading the bloopers, they will be there before this video will ever come to YouTube, if it ever comes to YouTube. So I hope you enjoy the bloopers, if you've seen them. If not, well, please do, because why wouldn't you? Okay, bye!